That's it. I've clicked on go live. Welcome to the live stream, Arm Wrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News, and today we have an arm wrestling legend as our guest, Mr. Engin Terzi. How are you, sir?
Tired. How are you?
Very short, very precise answer.
Mhm.
It is expected. Still, maybe, Engin, we know that there are a lot of things going on, lot of managements that you need to undertake during the event. So what happens after the event has ended? There are some things that you need to take care of, or is you're tired just because you have already started thinking about the next event?
I mean, there are a lot of things to do as well, after the event as well. Yeah.
So guys, we are here to talk about East versus West 4 event which will be held in Turkey on August 6th, and we are going to briefly discuss about the matches, not in detail, but again the speciality of this channel, whenever I invite Engin, we discuss more of the promoter side of things, what goes into being a promoter, being in promoting arm wrestling, what are the difficulties and what are the benefits of doing that. So Engin, already at East versus West 4, like did you take any break after the event ended, or maybe you decided the
No,
matches even before that event?
no, I didn't take any break. I just wanted to continue. I don't know. I just wanted to set the matches. The reason that I didn't want to wait is that because we only had 70 days for the next one, and I just wanted to finalize everything and then start promoting. I need to start doing everything as early as possible so that the things will be ready for the next time.
All right. And again, one question about the flights, because you have mentioned it. Yeah.
Phil is here. Phil is admin, huh? On your channel.
Yeah. Phil Wood is. Yes.
Phil was in Istanbul. He came in person and he's a great guy. He gave me some
Tea.
tea. Yeah, he gave me every morning at breakfast. I'm drinking.
Great
You were
work.
in Istanbul. Sorry about it.
No. Next time, hopefully, I will be there as well. I will also bring something for you from India, for sure.
It would be great to see you. It would be great to see you. You're doing great things for arm wrestling.
Thank you, Engin. So, again, about the flights, I was asking, since you have mentioned it many times that the flights are getting more costly, and you said the event cost only about 20% more than the last time. But whenever I try to book flights in my country, about a year ago or 7-8 months ago, the price from my workplace to my home, it used to be like 3,500 Indian rupees. And right now it is almost 10,000 Indian rupees, almost 3 times the price. So how much did the international cost increase? I'm assuming it is not that
I
much,
mean,
since you mentioned only 20% more.
in 3 months, I can say that easily 30%. Like 3 months ago, I had East versus West 2, and now the 3, everything was expensive. Everything that organizing this event, it was expensive. Yeah.
And because in India it is like crazy, the flight prices in last 6 months have at least doubled every
It's
price.
because all the energy prices going up,
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
when energy prices are going up, everything, like everything in the business, is like importing, exporting, just it's all working with the, transportation, everything. When the things are like this, and then even a tomato is getting more expensive. You may say that what does it have to do with the oil price? It has a lot of things to do, because the
Transport.
oil, the tomato is coming from field to the cities, right? But it's
Right.
not coming by walking. Yeah, it's coming by trucks. Yeah, and the other things going with the plane, the outside or the ships, so when the energy prices are going up, everything is going up. So
Yeah.
and then yeah.
So, Angin, I will ask you about the organization, the East versus West organization. I'm not sure if you call it an organization or not yet, but when did you think about starting it? I know you have mentioned it in the past as well that you have been organizing arm wrestling events for quite some time. It is not something new to you, but I'm quite sure that organizing events at such a high level, it is a new thing for you as well. So, when did you think about starting this organization? Is it because of
Okay.
absence of arm wrestling during COVID time?
Yes. I will tell you something. I love arm wrestling, and I owe a lot to arm wrestling. And when the time that there was COVID time, all organizations were down. I was away from social media about arm wrestling for many years. I mean, time to time I was getting involved, but I didn't know what was going on, on social media, especially on YouTube. I had no idea. And during the COVID, Neil Pickup contacted me and he said, let's do the Presence of Greatness with John Brzenk, you and Devon Larat, and then, just to cheer the community. And I said, yeah, okay, because I owe this to community. And now we all were at home. So I was like, like, how to say, a fish just get out of water or something. I like, okay, where am I? Because many, many years I was away. People don't know, but about 15 years ago, till like last 7, 8 years ago, I was probably one of the most active guy on social media. We had a Northeast message board and people knows it, like all those legends were there members and they all will remember. Anyway, so what I will just say, so I saw that there was like problem, in the community. So I started doing that, and after that, but as you know, I didn't have any intention to make money until like last 4 months, 5 months ago. I didn't even monetize my channel, and I monetized only because you pushed me like 300 million times, just like thinking you should do that, you should do that, you should do that, you should. And I was like, okay, I don't know how to do it, but just show me, how to do it. And then I did that. But before that, if you realize, I organized 2 events in Istanbul, top 78 kilo, with 8 men categories with some super matches together.
Yes, yes.
I organized it right exactly in the quarantine times with the special permission. Yeah, with special permission, I did 2 international events, one after another, March 2021, and then April 2021. And then I did the first event of the East versus West in June. That's why Matt Mask had a very hard time to travel because of all those traveling restrictions that he was just like getting crazy, going Germany, coming back, taking a test and going back to Canada and this and that. So what I just say that my motivation was just to hype the community. During those events, there was no pay-per-view, nothing. We just organized the event, there is nothing. So we organized the event, and then that I don't know, that East versus West, I don't know how that started, to do the second of them, second, maybe, yeah. I think the first one we did it only with GoFundMe, people help us, and then second one, then I contacted Core Sports, and then we started do together, and then it just naturally happened, like nothing was planned. I will tell you something. In this life, almost nothing I do is planned. Like I just imagine that the championships finish only like 5 days ago or something, 6 days ago, and then till 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm thinking I said all those matches already, and I was just sleeping. I'm going back to sleep and then turning phone off, and then something is coming in my mind again. I get up again, turn the phone on, and then writing something again, and then going. So nothing was planned. If you're asking how it started.
And one thing that again always surprises me is how easily you are able to manage all those things at such a huge event. You are inviting about 30 athletes. If we don't include the guests, you are inviting that many athletes, and everything falls in place. Hardly one or two matches being changed or cancelled. Everything immediately falls in place. That is really amazing. Like East versus West 4 just ended, and you have already set up, I think 13. 3 just ended, and you have already set up 13 matches for the East versus West 4 event. So the negotiations, we have seen that some matches can last for months before they are really negotiated. So how is it so easy for you that you can just manage so many matches within a very short period of time? It to us outsiders, it seems like that you just send messages to athletes and they agree to pull. It looks like that from the outside.
Um, okay, how that happened is I think that I'm not an, as I said many times, I don't have an organization. I'm not an organizer. You understand? Like if like people says, hey, it may be enough, then I would quit today. It's just like not that I invested a business or something, nothing, So what I just said that all these people have been my friends like forever, Some of them I know for like 30 years. So we are friends, I just like, they know that I try to do something. They understand, I understand. They don't see me as an organizer, and I don't see them as some people to use to make money. We all understand each other. You understand? We try to do something good all together. Let's do it. It's fun. We just chat. Just like it is. Everything is easier when you have been one of them for like decades. You understand? So I just talk with them. They would like to be part of it, and they trust me. I trust them, and then I see that I know what community would like to see. I know what fans would like to see, and I don't know. Everything is just, just going well. Saptabi just asked something. I know, my friend. Just don't worry about it. I
Yeah.
don't exactly know who you are, except you are from Australia. But they can. I know that that's not. What how he took it back.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen somebody retract a super chat. Like we have seen delete other messages, but just Sabdavi was saying there are some other accounts as well in his name, and they may be saying bad things in his name. And Sabdavi, I think you should not even be worrying about it because you haven't used your real name here, and if even if somebody talks bad in your name, we still don't know you yet. But yeah, I can guess this has been become your personality now. Like everybody knows what who Sabdavi is. But thank you for the super chat. And guys, 88 people watching live. If you for some reason are not subscribed to Engin's channel yet and are wondering where can you watch the East versus West 3 matches for free, right now they are available on Engin Terzi's channel. Almost all of the videos have been uploaded. About 4 or 5 matches remaining. I'm sure Engin will upload them as well in next 1 or 2 days. So please go over there, subscribe and watch all of the videos. You are getting to watch such amazing matches for free. You just cannot ask for more. So again, about the event, like I can say one thing for sure, that organization like King of the Table, it rose to good heights because of maybe the absence of WL and PL during COVID times. And I know your intention is nothing like that, but would you say that if WL and PL were doing their best even during COVID times, would you be thinking about starting a new organization? Because then there wouldn't be a big gap to fill. There wouldn't be absence of arm wrestling.
Okay. I will say that I would probably wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't do it. But the reason I wouldn't do it, it is not because I took this as an opportunity for myself, but it is because I felt bad for all those top athletes that they are training. I will tell you something. It is very hard to come to that level, the elite level. It's very hard.
Yes.
Those guys are Ronaldos, are Messi's, Neymar's. You understand? For our sports, they are that level. And these people have no opportunity. They are just sitting at home training, and they are losing motivation. They may even quit arm wrestling. We would even lose our superstars. So somebody had to step in and do it. It is not because if I wanted to make money, I said this many times, maybe it doesn't look that I repeat it. I would set there 6, 7 matches right from the beginning. I would sell the same pay-per-view. But I try to do a lot of matches. It is because I want to transfer the things from community to the athletes. You understand? It is good. Just look at the last card. Just take them from 4 or 5 matches away. You will sell the same pay-per-view. Yeah, but those guys would be sitting at home. It doesn't mean that I can set 20 matches, 25. Even now, this problem is that I set the matches and then I calculate it. Today I calculated, and it is even 20% more than the East versus West 3 was 20% more costly than the East versus West 2. And I was like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? And I barely covered again because the pay-per-view was $1 more. And then I set the matches now. And then now I calculated, and this is even 20% more costly than the previous one that I just organized 5-6 days ago. So what I just tried to say that I yes, if while was doing that job, I wouldn't probably get involved. But that way, I felt responsible, and I saw that people were like supporting me, doing it. I just did it. That's what it is.
Yeah. And you were mentioning about the YouTube thing. I had to request you about 100 times, but I asked you, requested you only one time about the T-shirt thing. And in a few days later, we saw a store, T-shirt store on your channel. So, did you like that option, or is it working for you? Because I'm sure quite many people would be buying. Like, I have one feedback: if you just remove the date, like 21st May 2022, if you can remove that from the T-shirt, then I will be more interested in buying the T-shirts. Like the date on a T-shirt, it doesn't look good.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm not a businessman. I really don't know. I mean, even my T-shirt, I don't shop. My wife shops for me. So I mean, so I don't know anything about it. So
Yeah.
what I say, okay, if what we need to do that way, we do that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Angin, now we can see that you kind of promote and also enjoy a healthy trash talk that is not disrespectful. But I would like to know, what was your stance about trash talks 2, 3, 4 years ago? Like, did Angin in 2017, 18, or 15 like trash talks, or were you against it at that time, or has your stand kind
No,
of changed
no,
against
no,
in with
no.
this?
As long as no dirty words to each other, I like it. Like just if you go to my arm wrestling engine page, just go to early 2019 February. I had a super match with Mindagos. People who knows that I am Mindagos. We even talk before that no disrespect. You understand? No offense, but we started going back and forth. It's good. The things that he told me, the things that I told him. We just did. You know, like um, it was good. I liked it. I liked it. It has to happen. It
Hmm.
doesn't have to happen. And whenever I asked Arthur Macaro, and then Arthur said, "Oh no, I can't say anything about you, Engin. I have so much respect for you." He was like, he was like, "Okay, I need to." Yeah, but hyping the event is a great thing. Yeah,
Right.
especially did you see that Prudnik said that he was gonna do wrist flexion, and then
Yes.
at the competition he really tried that, but he was almost losing his wrist. You know,
I haven't seen that yet. Maybe it is in the third round because we did not get to see the third round.
what's that?
Was it in the third round when he tried to do wrist flexion? Because we did not get to see the third round of the Prudnik versus Matt
Oh,
match.
I posted
Yeah,
the
yeah.
event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet. You posted it about 40-45 minutes ago, maybe 1 hour ago.
yeah. Don't know. He just. The truth is, I told Evgeny to be respectful. There during the match, I said it to be because um, Matt was very angry, and every two out of three words that he said was, F. So, and I was like, okay, just no need to put more fuel on the fire, Evgeny, just a little bit calm down, a little bit more. And he said, okay, thanks to him that he didn't go so much far. I was looking at somewhere else, and then people left, and then I look at it, I didn't see anything. Then later I found out that he did like this to Matt. uh, yeah.
Everyone was, because Matt was so serious, he was so angry, and then Prodigy did this after round two, and even the commentator Derek and Coach Ray were like, "Please don't do that. This is a bad idea." But yet he did that. That was a very brave move, I would say, because Matt was really angry that time.
Trash talk without offending, that's a new concept. No, I mean you can say, like, if you say like a pussy, fuck you, or something, this is really offending. But if
Yeah.
listen, you can be smart enough without using, those like bad words.
Yes.
Those bad words is not trash talk. Those are for for trash talking. It needs intelligence.
Yeah.
Look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was the king of the trash talking. Did you hear him cursing? No. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible. So just don't come that it's a new concept or something. Come on.
And I would say that that was definitely one of my favorite trash talks when Prudnik said that he's going to do wrist flexion exercises. I think it was funny. I don't think it was disrespectful. So I definitely think that trash talk is possible if you are funny enough. Like there is a borderline. If you are not funny, then the guy may think that it is disrespectful. But if you are funny, then I think it works. And we already got two feedbacks about t-shirt. SG Records is saying Pradeep has a point about dates on t-shirt, and Benny is saying that maybe put arm wrestlers in anime style on the t-shirts. And Roman SG, I saw your message. Sorry brother, it is not possible in this live chat. So is there any other interesting comment?
I think that also see the comment here. Like the Prudniks had Rob is not that respectful, but
Yeah.
sometimes something can be funny. Atmosphere is important. When it is already heated so much, then it can be one more drop can be resulting with some
Hmm.
unwanted things. So that is what it is. Just like
Yeah.
so that I don't think that it was like so disrespectful. I mean, Todd Hutchings does that to everyone. Todd Hutchings even asked to Irakli if he could do that or not. And Irakli was okay, you are the man and do it. It was, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. So again, since you have started not organization, but East versus West event. So did you get messages from Turkish arm wrestlers? Do they want to be on the event as well?
I mean, they are already.
No, they are only like major players, Yusuf or Arif. But I'm sure there are many arm wrestlers.
I will tell you something. Whoever deserves to be there as a character and as an athlete is there already.
Okay. So have you ever thought about organizing a tournament? I saw you were imagining a battle royal kind of thing, 8 men. But have you ever thought about making a tournament like involving the big names? And will it be financially viable to do such thing?
I have no idea. Don't ask me if anything would be financially good or not. You act like you're talking with someone who do out of the business. Probably you would know that better than I do. I have no idea.
Right. So again, let's if we can quickly talk about the matches. Which is your no? I would not ask about this, but I don't know if you watched my video or not. I made a comment about the main event, like which match should be the main event. You said, and many people agreed with that any match that John Brzenk is involved in has to be the main event of the event. And I don't know if you have ever watched WWE or not. WWF it was known at that time. There is this one character, Undertaker, and I think you know him, and he's like the John Brzenk of WWE, the most respected, most legendary character. He headlined in many of the arm wrestling matches, but he was never the main event. The main event was always the title match. If he was in a title match, then it was a main event.
You're talking about the fake wrestling
Yes, but you can
and
see
the
that in any matches. Most of the time, the
listen,
only
listen, listen, listen. You no. That I take it as a disrespect to John. If you say that guy, like you're talking about hero and the cartoon hero. No. Just
no
no.
in other organizations as well, you can see that the title match is more often than not it is the main event.
Yeah, I mean, like you know, John Burzing is different. I mean, like almost 40 years, this guy is still at the top. You understand? It is different. I don't know if we can compare him with any of the guys from other sports, but if John Burzing is there, I mean, John Burzing is the man. So that is just my event, and I mean, like you do the event, and that is the like desserts, that match that John is involved. Just everyone just watches, and he gives all of us a arm wrestling lesson. It doesn't matter if he wins or lose or something, just like I mean that guy is just different, He just different.
SG Records is saying easy there, Pradeep, when you talk to Engin about John Brzenk.
Yeah. I
I
mean, I
need to
was
be careful.
thinking, I was thinking that way. I was thinking like to put Gennady versus Dave as the last match, but I was, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah.
Right.
So now John has Kidirgali, Ongarbayev, and see, John doesn't care about winning. I am the one who is talking with him all the time, who to set against him. The guy once challenged. He said, Engin doesn't, I don't care. It's a big guy, a huge guy. Just give me some challenge. Give me something that could excite me and excite the community. So I was like, how about Kedirgali? And then, Kedirgali at the top eight, he was very, very, very high level. And I talked with the Kazakh guys, and they said that Kedirgali just training as he has never been. So I think he will be ready. And, when you have a competition, like John, I mean, you are coming there because you know that this is the match of your life.
Definitely.
I'm
And I think,
not gonna change. I'm not gonna change ready go to the go, but I told the athletes, yes. I told the athletes and referees, say, ready, go. So this way nobody can start it ready. But it was just, it was, guys. My respect for John is unparalleled because the guy deserves. He is not my best friend. I mean, until like not long ago, I didn't even have his phone number. Like, I mean, we don't even keep in touch except like some after he returned it, I started that match for him. So, but like, he's not my countryman. He's not like nothing we have in common except arm wrestling. And this guy deserves it. You know what to do. I mean, if I know arm wrestling, people think that I know about arm wrestling. If I know about arm wrestling, this guy, I mean, just deserves it, whatever I tell about him.
definitely. And I think, again, there are countless matches right now for John Brzenk. You can match him up against Rustam Babayev in a rematch, against Krasimir in a rematch. And I think there are many, many possible matches, and you can invite John in as many events as you want. And it was really surprising for me as well. Like when we were seeing Travis Bagent kind of easily dominate John Brzenk in 2018, it looked like that John Brzenk may never be able to come back.
2018? No, 2013.
No, 2018. They had at least two
Kras-
matches in 2018.
Krasimir?
No, not Krasimir, Travis Bagent.
Oh, you're talking about Moldova event?
Moldova and one event in United States as well. It was kind of a friendly match, and
Okay.
John was not able to do anything with Travis, and that made me
Yeah,
look like
but
that
he
John
didn't
Brzenk.
even train. He didn't even
Yeah,
train. They said that,
yeah.
okay, there we are having a new organization in Moldova, let's start training. I think that match was even a show or something. It wasn't even
Yes,
real.
but that made us fans believe that maybe John Brzenk will never be able to return. And look at how much John Brzenk has progressed since then. If you ask me which version of John Brzenk was better, 2015 or this 2022 version, I'm not sure if the 2015 version of John Brzenk can beat this version of John Brzenk. Like, he looks equally better. The version that defeated
I don't know.
Devil Ed.
This guy quit sometime. It took some time him to come back, but he's really coming back. He's really coming back. I don't think that he will ever be anywhere very near to his best shape, but the guy is a machine. He's like a serial killer
Right.
at the table. He knows how to, and then whenever he gets angry, he even gets more dangerous. It is the round one. The referees called that. I went to the referees. I said, hey, I think there was a foul for Zurab's elbow. You want to reconsider this decision? And referee said no. And I asked them again because John was upset. And I asked them, are you sure? And then they said they are sure. And then John just get angry. And then at that point, he was just even more dangerous.
Your audio is kind of low for last 1.5 minutes. Can you just reset or phone for a second? It can sometimes improve the audio. Like, just
Okay.
adjust it up and down. Maybe sometimes the audio gets bad because of that.
I think from your side, I think okay, now it's okay. Some sound was coming from there to here.
Yeah. Right now your audio also got bad. Good. Sorry, good. It is good now.
Oh, sound
And
coming again. I hear like some. Now it's okay.
Yeah, so Jason Baker and many others are saying thank you for your hard work, Angin. Great support
I
for the
thank
organ.
them for their sports. I thank them for their sport. I am doing the job, but they are making it possible. I will tell you that the pay-per-view by itself didn't cover the event. It is covering with that extra donation that is coming through GoFundMe for the T-shirts and for other things, they are doing. So, but just like we are making it. Somebody just asked if Hermes will never be part of it. No, Hermes, our doors are open for Hermes all the time. Hermes is our like superstar, but I just couldn't afford, what he asked me. So I told him honestly, and then I don't blame him, if he thinks that, I mean that is like what it needs to happen. I mean, yeah, I mean I don't blame him, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, and this is a great thing about arm wrestling. Like some disagreement about the fees of a match, and still equally respectful towards each other, and that I believe needs to continue. And I would like to ask you again about the matches. Is there any winning bonus in the matches? In some of them, or in all of them, or just the match fees?
Just don't forget what I just said, it, guys. Um, I invited Hermes to do East versus West 2, and then I offered him the same amount that as the last one. I didn't bring my offer down. I offered the same, which is like uh, one of the highest, one of the two highest. But he said no for the second time. I invited him here, so my offer was still the same. I didn't bring anything down. So not that I offered him something low, but he wanted like 60% more than last time. And I said no. He said, but if you change your mind again, reach me. And I said, I don't think I will change my mind. It's not about changing the mind. Just because I want to invite you, I don't want to lose so much money and stop organizing this event. And as I explained that, my intention, guys, not to make money, not to save the day with entertaining people, but I want to also do investment, not in a money wise investment, or inviting some other athletes that you guys don't know. There are so many great athletes that never had chance to show themselves in the international stage, professional understanding. So I am bringing these people too to produce more superstars to our support. So that is, I don't want to just go around with the 5, 6 guys, 7 guys all the time and then matching them. I am. If you realize that first event I brought here 29 guys, and the second was again more than 20. So what I'm just saying, this one will be even more probably. I didn't count how many, but so I am trying to entertain the community, but also trying to give chance to the new guys that can improve themselves, motivate themselves, so we can have more superstars, not only handful superstars.
And Stax is saying that Hermes refused because no, there was one more comment. Yeah,
This
Benny is saying that.
one more
Yeah,
question I want to ask Kevin Tomsky. The T-shirts are here inside. All are signed, and starting by Monday, my friend, we will start sending. I don't know how long time it will take to go to Canada. Probably less than 2 weeks, my guess. I don't know.
yeah, Kevin Temkai, thank you for the super chat.
One guy is asking who costs more, Hutchings or Hermes? What Hermes asked, and I said no, is twice of what Hutchings asked.
And what Hutchings asked is very clearly
Okay, I don't want
mentioned.
to go into that. Those things should be private between I and
Yeah,
athletes.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
mention numbers,
yeah.
but it's just I don't want to
But
go.
right now, Yang and I can easily figure out the number because we know exactly how much Todd Hutchings asked for a match. maybe increased his price 10-20%, but he has revealed that on my channel his exact price list. If the distance is 500 kilometers, then it is that much. If he is traveling to a different state, then it is that much. If he is traveling abroad, it is around $5,000, something like that. He has mentioned everything. So about airbase, we can expect around $10,000. This is my guess. And Kevin Temkai, thank you very much for your super chat. And again, one related question: are there still some T-shirts left, signed T-shirts that nobody has bought yet?
I think probably. I need to count everything. I know how many was ordered by through GoFundMe. We need to send them. We will count them and how many left. Then we will find out right now. Like last 4 or 5 days, I was just totally busy with just setting the next event, so I can start promoting the event. I don't want to too heavily promote the event already because there is a Devon versus Levan match. So the community needs to focus on that match in Dubai, and because that is the thing right now. But I will just slowly. But right after the Levan match, I will just heavily start promoting the event. Yeah.
Yeah. And Benny was saying that it is possible that King of the Table made Hermes a better offer. That's why he refused. This is not correct, because Hermes is someone who can pull every month, and there is about
No,
6 weeks gap. 6 weeks gap between these two.
No. Hermes, the truth is, Hermes wanted to pull Vitaly,
Okay.
but I don't know if Vitaly will be okay. You understand what I'm just saying? Because right now, International Olympic Committee just sent message to every major organizations in every sport discipline to ban the Russian athletes. Do I agree with that? I don't exactly agree with that, because like they say that by doing this, so people can put pressure on their government to stop this, but I don't think that they have any power to do that. You understand? So they are just sitting at home. They are just training. For me, Pradeep, the sweat of athletes from all over the world is the same. It doesn't matter. We all sweat the same. We all have the same pain. We all have the same dreams. I mean, I disagree, but I need to obey this. Like WAF said that Russian athletes are banned. So if I invite the Russian athletes here, that my event, WAF athletes won't be able to compete here. You understand? So I also don't want to start arguments. You understand?
Yes.
Those are our friends. Vitaly is our friend. Zolev is our friend. These are friends. The politics is just different things. We all may have. If we just start on the chat, if everyone writes their political view, you will see that many of them are against each other. But if we go into there, we will be divided, so much, So what do we have in common is arm wrestling. We love arm wrestling. We just do. So what I'm just saying, Vitaly, I don't know if he will be invited or not invited. It's not my business to do there. But if invited, I think Hermes would be pulling him, there. But my opinion, Hermes didn't say this, but my opinion, if in September, if Hermes would have a super match with Vitaly, I don't think that he would choose to compete over here. And I would understand that pulling Vitaly is like a huge target. You realize that, look at Devon and Levan. They don't want to even talk anything about what is after, what is before. They don't want to. I wouldn't even ask them, would you come to, I did on the live, but they said they want to focus on their own match.
So Engin, let's quickly talk about, and before that I have one request. If you end up counting the t-shirts, if there are some less left, please make a community post. I'm quite sure that many would like to order it even now. And there is one big thing. You were mentioning it earlier that you cannot do this every time. I think you can do this signed t-shirt thing every time. Even if you organize 40 events in next 10 years, I think you can still do that, because there are new fans joining every day. Arm wrestling is creating new fans every day.
Yeah.
So that is why I think this thing can continue forever. So let's quickly talk about some of the interesting matches. We are not going to go into all of the matches. Ryan Bowen versus you. The match is cancelled because you are organizing. Too much stress. Understandable. But the question is, did Ryan have any chance against you? Honest opinion, since that match is not happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, to cancel such a match and then say that he had no chance would really look bad to say such
Trash
thing.
talk. I
I
mean,
mean,
you were talking about trash talks.
people. No, no, because as you see, I'm like, how many days after the event? 6 days. I'm still exhausted, still exhausted. So I really feel like, while I'm doing all those things, like I can't compete. I cannot compete. So if I cannot compete and then I canceled the match, I talked with, Ryan, just like so much exhausting. I really can't even concentrate, the match. I did only one time that, and then I tore my bicep, and so he showed understanding, and then he came up with an alternative match, and I said it, just to keep my promise. And but to say now that, oh, he didn't have any chance or something, it would look so cheap from my side to say such thing. You're canceling the match and saying that, hey, I canceled the match, but you had no chance. Just like, I mean, either you do it or you just close your mouth. For me, I'm saying, not to you.
Yeah. And I think that if you thought that he had no chance, then you can still have that match, even if you are exhausted. If you believe that he does not have any chance, then you can still have that match. But just because you cancelled that match, it shows that you have some respect of the level of that athlete.
I mean, it is not about that. It is because I want to focus 100% on this organizing this event. I want, like, my responsibility to the community is more than my responsibility to my own, super match. You understand? I need to, my mind, if I have a super match, like minimum half of my mind will be there. So I won't be able to focus on the organizing the event.
Okay. And people are saying Pradeep versus Engin. I don't know what competition you are talking about. So the YouTuber,
YouTuber
yeah.
competition. Yeah, you would win like 6-0 for sure.
No, I don't. Yeah, maybe just
Yeah.
because just about it is about the videos that we are making. Maybe then, but you have a lot more. Like you have access to a lot more. Like you're posting matches right now, and you can invite anyone on your channel that you want.
Listen, it is not because I'm a good YouTuber, but this is, because I have almost 3 decades of arm wrestling past.
Yes.
That is why it is. But about YouTuber, I'm not even YouTuber. I
Yeah.
would listen. It is what is now May, right? If you didn't push me like 3 million times to monetize my channel, up to this day, still it wouldn't be monetized. It
Yeah.
is because of you.
And it helps a lot. And let's suppose if you had only $3,000 loss in the first and second event, but since your channel was monetized and the videos that you put out, maybe those $3,000 can get covered up by the event.
No,
So
no, no.
that is why
I,
it
did, I
matters.
didn't. I didn't. I didn't lose any money.
Yeah, you didn't lose. I was just giving an example. Like if
Oh,
you lost,
if I would lose,
yeah,
okay, okay,
if
okay.
I lost, if you lost 3,000, but that 3,000 got covered by YouTube revenue, then we can see the importance of having the
Yeah.
channel monetized. And Brian Lee with the super chat, Pradeep and Engin, who is your top five? Top five would take a lot of time. I would ask you, Engin, about top three left hand right now.
I don't know. Nobody is active. I have guesses, but without people being active, how to say like Levan. When did he pull last time with left arm? When did Vitaly pull with left arm last time at the world level? So I really don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, but from what I see, the Cody Merritt is there. Morozov is there. Let them. I mean, if there are better ones, I'm sure there may be, but they need to come and prove that.
So about the event, guys, I was watching, I was live commentating on the event, and many people were commenting against Core Sports, and they were saying that this stream is not good. This time, Engin Terzi will be having a satellite card for the internet, so the event will be good. You can purchase it as soon as the links are available. And with that being said, the question again: when will be the links to purchase the next event be available online?
I need to talk with the core sports. I need to talk with them, and then we will decide together. I can't because this is core sport is the one that is selling, not me.
Yep. And about the match again, Dave Chaffee versus Artem Morozov. Yes, we did see that Artem Morozov was a different human being against Derek Smith. But we cannot ignore the fact that just about 3 months ago, he got easily, very easily beaten by Prudnik, who is a very great athlete. We don't get me wrong, like he's definitely top 8 in the world. But
Mhm.
he got very easily beaten by him. So what has changed? Why should us fans think that Dave Chaffee is just not going to destroy Morozov?
I don't know. I mean, do we also realize that Derek Smith also beat Tim Brezen
Tim Bresnan.
without problems, and then like Morozov was like levels, higher this time, and I saw him some of his after pulls, and then I think he was in incredible shape. I don't think that. Just remember, this guy is only 24 years
24.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I started to be at my best around that age. So I think that the guy knows that this is his biggest, how to say, opportunity in his life till now, and so I think that he will come there with incredible shape. So I don't know. I people doesn't think that it will be easy, but we will see. Guys, you say that it's not a good pair. Just please go check the poll results of the Gennady versus Dave. It was like 75, 80% to Dave and 20% to Gennady. People said that it was not good pair. But what
Yeah.
happened? That then Gennady won. So you can never be sure. Same with the Michael and Gennady. It was like 75, 80% in the favor of Michael thought it was. There are many matches. They said that, like Marcio versus Tobias. They said mismatch. Why did you bring the young kid to the Marcio? How was the match? Just go and watch. So never be sure. Never be sure.
Yeah.
You may have that idea. You may be right, but you may be wrong too. Just still, always come with a, I mean, doubt. Have doubts. You know.
Yeah. And again, you mentioned 75-80. Actually, on my channel, it was more than 3,000, 3,500 votes. And 90 or 91% people were saying that Dave Chaffee is going to beat Gennady. More than 90%.
Yeah, yeah. I think people on my channel are nicer to me because I set the match, and they were like, okay, let Engin not get upset.
Yeah.
But the other guy won. That's
Yeah.
not the only case. I just checked the other results as well. I mean, the poll results. There are so many matches. Like some of them were yes, the fans were right. But some matches they were wrong as well.
And again, do you remember I messaged you about a day before that match that good luck for the successful event, and I hope it is a successful event. And tomorrow, Gennady is going to beat Dave Chaffee. I messaged you about this one day before
I
the
don't know.
event.
I don't know. I'm having so many messages. I'm sure I read it, but I like my mind is just now like so mixed, with so
Yeah.
much information. Yeah.
I just wrote that tomorrow Gennady is going to beat Dave Chaffee. And Nug Whisperer is saying, keep up the stellar work. Arm wrestling wouldn't be the same without either of you. Thank you. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you.
And about the next match, somebody asked me on my channel that please get Egle on your channel. We have never seen her being talked about, and we have never seen her compete. Actually, the new fans do not know about her. So, are you going to get her on an interview on your channel?
Did you say on yesterday that you did last time you saw her was 2017 or 18 or something? Did you say?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Do you realize that she is the current European champion and last year's European champion?
No, actually, that is why I'm saying that we do not know much about her.
No,
So
I
she
mean,
is still active, yeah.
if you follow, she just won the European Championship no, this month. She won the
Yeah, yeah.
European Championships
Europeans.
only like two weeks ago, and she won the European Championships in last October or something, or November, October or something. Yeah, so she is active. She is not. Yeah, she is
I,
this
I,
is very, very strong, and both of them, both Gabriela and her, they have more than 20 world titles. And this is like John Brzenk is arm wrestling against John Brzenk. This is what it is. Gabriela versus Egle is exactly what it is.
so I will not lie that I do not watch any of the female matches, to be honest, at WAF or European or anywhere. Like if it is a King of the Table Super match, I'll watch it. But yes, I should be focused more on female matches as well. And my question was, are you going to get Agle on your channel? Because the arm wrestling community, including me, we need to know about her story. Are you going to do
Do
an
you want
interview?
me? Are you asking me if I'm going to invite her?
Yes.
Yes,
No, in
yes, yes.
interview, interview.
I'm planning to. I'm planning to do interview with all those athletes. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And Todd Hutchings versus Evgeny Prudnik. This is also the title of this live streaming. In like, what has changed since 2018? We have obviously seen that Todd Hutchings has gotten a lot stronger, but Evgeny Prudnik was also, I would assume, less than 100 kilos when he beat Todd Hutchings easily in Moldova in a tournament. And right now
95
he's
kilos,
also
I believe.
95 kilo,
95
yeah.
kilos.
And right now he's about 109 kilos. So yes, Todd Hutchings has improved, but I would not be surprised that even if Evgeny Prudnik has improved equally as much as Todd Hutchings. So is it?
He did.
I
He
think
did.
I
But
personally
I
think
will.
this is going to be a mismatch.
For Brzenk is gonna win.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, but I will tell you something. Prudnik is not as confident as you about his own match. Trust me. He said that. He said that. Uh, can you bring me charger, please? Um, he said that Irakli was going to beat Hutchings. This is what Prudnik said. He said that Irakli is as strong as himself.
Hmm.
And he said
Practice
that
pull.
Prudnik is only better with the technique. But Irakli lost. And then I don't know if I should say that. Prudnik and Hutchings agreed 107 kilo weight gap. 107.
Hmm.
And Hutchings was only 100 kilo in Istanbul in last event. And Prudnik can be over 110 kilo. Prudnik and Todd agreed about this 107. It was so hard for me. I write to this guy, he said, oh, 110. And the other guy says 105. And then he went there where I was like, oh. And then 107, they finally agreed. But Prudnik, after the event, wrote me, Engin, can we raise the weight limit? He said after he's seen exactly, I mean, it feels like it needs to be a little bit bigger. So what I am just saying, it may be as you say, because Prudnik's
Hmm.
planning that way, but Prudnik is not as confident as you about his own match.
Because people were saying that Todd Hutchings has improved. See how he beat Irakli, and Irakli was giving good fight to Prudnik on the practice table. But if we even look at the common opponents, I know it was in 2019, but let's see how Matt Mask did against Todd Hutchings and how Matt Mask did against Prudnik. My biggest concern for Todd is that even if Todd gets him in a hook, Prudnik has the ability to roll out of his hand like John Brzenk used to do in the early days when he had a super match against him.
Time will show. Time will show. We can
Hmm.
talk. You and I, we can talk here, but that strength. Just because you saw Prudnik doing that, there, this, and that, you can do that if your power is enough. But if you feel something like 3% more than your power, then you won't be able to do that. It's not because you have ability to do that, because you have power to do that, both. But if your power is not enough, then you won't be able to do that. So when the ready go comes, whatever they will feel is like unknown to us right now. This is not a chess game. It's a chess game, but play with horsepower, not
Yeah.
not only with here. So that guy, Hutchings, 6 strong. That guy has the pound for pound probably the most
Strongest.
horsepower. Yeah.
Yeah. And SG Records with a €2 super chat. Hope Engin's memory won't get worse than Devon's. And I don't think it is the case. Engin's memory is probably better than all of us. He remembers every date. Like, even whenever somebody says something controversial, not controversial, something opposite to what
Listen,
he said earlier.
but
Yeah.
why? Why? Can you explain to me,
Yeah. So
Roman?
he
Roman,
means
why
that
do you?
Devon's memory is Devon always says that since his mind is occupied with so much of data, he's doing many things at a time. He usually forgets everything. Things enter his mind from this
Yeah,
side and they immediately leave from the
yeah,
other
yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah, yeah. the thing is, um, that's true. There is a library here, but sometimes I don't know where the book is. You understand the book that we are talking about, the information. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
sometimes talk with some friends that I were very close 20 years ago, and then we start talking, and he's like, "Do you remember this? Do you remember that?" I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." Now I remember. If he didn't remind me, I would never remember,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm type of guy that I'm never here, never here. I'm here, but I'm always thinking a lot of things, a lot of things. So I'm never in the room that I am in. My mind is just circling around the universe, just like talking,
Yeah.
thinking about touching this, everything. So, but he's right about it. My
Mm.
mind can get, problematic.
Yeah.
That is probably why I am doing. This why probably I am doing, organizing everything and then calculating the how much it will cost. Can you imagine? I did not calculate anything until I said everything yesterday. Today noon I calculated and I was like, what did I do? What did I do? Now I cannot even cancel the match. Like, why do you do that, Engin? And but I promised myself that I wasn't gonna set more than 10 matches, and it was gonna be even less than last time. But now it's 20% more than. I don't know why I'm doing. Something is controlling me. Something is controlling me. I'm dreaming, and then doing it, and then putting myself into the stress. That's what to do. And now I'm just thinking. I was thinking that Turkish Airlines. I have a friend that is close with the head of Turkish Airlines. If they would at least sponsor the airplane tickets, and I was hoping today. I called him. He said they said no, it's not possible. So when we talk about the airplane tickets, especially the card that I've said, now we're talking about near $20,000. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yep. So about the next match, what matches I want to talk about? Corey Miller versus Daniel Prokopchuk. This is another match that I was kind of shocked to see. Like, isn't Daniel Prokopchuk really great at stopping top rollers and beating them even with a dead wrist?
Can I ask you something? Can you give me a
Yes.
second? I get a
Yeah, yeah.
charger because yeah.
Sure. Till then, I'll read the chat.
Can you give me a charger?
Prudnik is sandbagger. I love Angin's analogies. It was a joke, Angin. Pradeep, like me, I don't watch them either.
Okay, what you
Women's
were
arm
asking?
wrestling,
Okay,
okay.
I'm gonna say this. Uh, he was set against Svetan Gashevsky, Corey Miller, and that
Okay.
match would be like incredible match because of the styles.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gashevsky couldn't make it for some reasons that I don't want to go in there. So the other two lightweights that I said here was Daniel Prokopchuk and Bojidar. See, Bojidar's hooking ability is better than Daniel's.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and Corey Miller's hit right off the start is incredible. You saw how he hits, with Yanis Amorins.
Yeah, Venus.
So I was thinking that, and Daniel can also pull outside with Pronader. So I'm thinking that Corey Miller is also very fast. I think he's gonna hit outside so good, and that match potentially maybe ending up the back pressure versus back pressure. And I was thinking that I think the Bojidar could hook Corey Miller, and then he wouldn't be so good once he hooks him. So that is why I did that. But I you never know. Corey is so quick guy. He's I think his nickname is Flash, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken.
Yes.
Corey Flash Miller or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And about the previous comment, again, about being occupied with so many things that having kind of a bad memory that you cannot remember. I'm assuming that you read at least 1,000 comments every day, because whenever I post anything on Facebook, you almost always reply, and not only just me, to everyone else's, and you make at least 3-4 posts every day on Facebook, your own post, and you are reading almost all of the comments on other posts as well. You are replying on your YouTube as well. So when you are reading about 1,000 comments every day, it is really easy to miss if someone said something and you even read the comment, but then you forgot whether you read it or not.
Yeah, my mind is so hard, tired.
Right. Marcio versus Zurab, Cody Merritt versus Artem Morozov. This I think is going to be a really good match. Jerry Kedret versus Gennady Koikvinia. Is it safe to say, Angin, that we can say that Gennady is kind of already the champion of East versus West, and he's just defending his title against Jerry Kedret?
The truth is, I was going to, if Dave was the winner of that match, I was hoping that Dave versus Hermes was going to go for the title match. But Gennady won, and Gennady beat Michael, then Gennady beat Dave. So we can say that, yeah. And you may say that how Jerry, out of, I wrote 4 years, but I was wrong, 2.5 years, he corrected me. Out of, inactivity, he comes and pulls the title match. This is an East versus West match, and Devon has never been here. And who are the other top American super heavyweights to come here and pull Gennady? If Dave pulled, Michael pulled, so who else other than Jerry? And Jerry proved that, he was as good as Michael in the last event. And people may say that, like, how do we know in what shape Jerry is? I think Jerry is just making a comeback. If Jerry was a newcomer, like 4 or 5 years old puller, I'm talking of arm wrestling career, then I would doubt. But Jerry has been pulling since early 90s, 30 years. That guy is knowledgeable and experienced enough to bring his best shape whenever he thinks it's possible. And if he accepted this match, he's going to bring his best here. It doesn't mean that he will win. It doesn't mean that Gennady will win either. But I'm sure that Jerry is going to bring here his best. Otherwise, he wouldn't come. You wouldn't want to risk your first match after coming back.
Right. And I think the question that you were asking, who else is left in the United States, it was answered in one of the comments on my channel. Somebody mentioned that Gennady Koikvinia is the number 1 ranked arm wrestler in United States of America. It was kind of funny as well, and it was true as well. Gennady has defeated Dave and Michael, so technically he's number 1 in US.
Let him pull Jerry.
Right.
And I'm telling you, John is crazy enough to step up. I'm not saying that he can win, but if you say that nobody can beat Gennady in the United States, that guy John is crazy enough to step up. Even he loses or wins, it doesn't matter. That guy is not normal. I saw this. Whenever I was saying, talking to him, he was like, about Zurab, after he getting angry, he was like, watch this now, watch this. Look what I'm gonna do. And then next thing, he was just holding him in this position and looking at him 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And that guy is just still inspires me. The reason he inspires me, because I know arm wrestling. But whenever I look at him, I see something more advanced. You understand? More advanced, something that I will never be like that. So that I have been arm wrestling 30 years too. So whenever I look at him, and then I see something that I will never be, then he inspires me. So it's normal that I'm that much affected by his greatness in arm wrestling.
Yeah, and maybe usually when an arm wrestler or any athlete has achieved such a greatness in a sport, such huge legacy, maybe at that time they may think that they have done everything that they needed to do in their career. Right now they do not need to take the matches that they may potentially lose. But it is not the case with John Brzenk. Even now, he's not worried that he has always been winning the matches, and right now, if he starts losing matches, it may look bad for his image. He's not worried at all. He's going to arm wrestle
No,
against anyone. Like he arm wrestled a 275-pound Devon Laird.
he never was worried. Never. He never. The guy is just, I'm telling you, winning machine. The guy, as long as he's not dominated by his opponent, the guy knows how to win.
So, since we started talking about John Brzenk again, wasn't John Brzenk the underdog when we were talking about top 8 95 kg in 2019? It was. Almost everyone was kind of agreeing that John Brzenk is the underdog there. Maybe people were saying that Kidgali Ongarbayev is the favorite to win that match. And just it is amazing to look at how much John Brzenk has changed everyone's opinion with his recent dominance. Right now, if the same question, I saw the same question on Facebook today, and people were mentioning that if that top 8 had happened, John Brzenk would have won that.
And just 1 second, this stupid guy there, right? The Indian has man crush on John. I mean, fuck you, man. Fuck you. I am an arm wrestler. I love arm wrestling, and this guy is better than me. What do you mean man crush? Fuck you, idiot. Come
I,
to
d-
say to my face ever you see me. I will beat the shit out of you, idiot.
I didn't read the comment. Leave that guy alone.
Just like, I just don't want to curse here, but just like idiots, idiots.
It is not even worth wasting time to delete the comment. Leave
No,
him
I mean
alone.
just
And so about John Brzenk in 2019, again, I'm not asking about today's John Brzenk. In 2019, where do you think John Brzenk would have ranked in that tournament if it happened and finished all 3 stages in 2019? Top 8.
2019 John. I don't think that he was ready. I don't think that he was ready. But right now he's building confidence, and I think sometimes when you have long break, it is from one side is bad because it takes some time to come back, but it also heals a lot of things. You have so many injuries that you don't realize, and then when you have the time that you need that break. So I think that he healed many things because arm wrestling is so much against the creation of the arm. You haven't pressure that way. Nobody is really opening you that way, but more like you are receiving so much like side pressure. So that is why I'm saying that um, uh, anyway, so it is he needed to heal up, and I think that he is now like very good, except the hand. Hand is, I mean, wrist is good, but the signal from his brain to his hand is not going so quick.
Sorry to interrupt the conversation, but you were saying that you do not want to curse here, and see how much the chat is enjoying it. Everyone is laughing, and somebody mentioned that he just spit out his beer. It was so funny.
I mean, just like people like I mean, they are just like whatever.
Yeah, and Ongarbayev, and about, I think he's at a great level. What do you think if Ongarbayev is right now at the same level that he was when he was arm wrestling Prudnik? Is John Brzenk back at that level yet? What do you think? Like I cannot, like you obviously cannot tell your opinion or percentage about the match, but do you think it is a really close match, or it can go either way easily?
I mean, I don't know
Without
which shape,
mentioning who is the favorite.
which shape Ongarbayev is gonna go. I mean, like I don't know his shape because Ongarbayev, I don't know. The guy is dangerous. If you realize that when Prudnik tried to top roll him, Prudnik's shape was incredible at the top 8. When Prudnik tried to top roll him, Ongarbayev took his wrist. So Jones' hooking ability doesn't look so incredible right now. Like, now, I'm not talking about if his hook is good or not. I'm talking about hooking someone,
Yeah.
doesn't look so great. It is probably his reaction time is slower compared to his young years. So what I just tried to say, his only chance looks like he's outside. And outside versus outside, Kedirgali is very dangerous guy.
Yes.
So that match, I think, will not be easy.
Yeah. And Thank you very much, Engin, for joining. It has already been around 65 minutes since we started talking about the event. Guys, the event is going to be on 6th of August, East versus West 4. And the videos, the matches of East versus West 3 are already out on Engin's channel. Please subscribe to his channel and watch the matches there. And Engin, thank you very much for joining, for your time. Any final words that you would
You're
like to
welcome,
say
Martin.
to our viewers?
Yeah, I think to you for inviting me, and thanks to anyone who followed the chat and joined us to watch as well. I'm still tired. Better go and even sleep more and get some rest because I
Yeah,
think. Anyways, thank you, and keep in touch.
thank you.
And
Yeah.
thank you for
And
those thumbnails you're making. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. And don't get us wrong, again, we are also awake with you. For many countries, the matches are like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We are also watching with you. We are also supporting the event.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.